You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Bring back that beat, DJ. Fox 4 News. What's going on? This is your boys, the Fourcast, coming at you with another review. Tonight's review is The End of the Road. We have our special guest host, Justin Caraway of the Elevate Podcast. You can catch them on Thursday nights at 7, right?
That's right. That's correct.
Thursday nights at 7, just before the Perspective, produced by yours truly and BS3 himself. So Thursday nights is a powerhouse. Justin and CJ, they come with it. Now they've grown quite a bit since their podcast started. What month y'all podcast start, man?
Ooh, shoot. I want to say July, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, so I remember Justin's first 2 or 3 shows. He probably couldn't get his show done because I was texting the hell out of him, saying, "Man, do this, do that." So now I don't even check in with him some Thursdays. So we're gonna get to these introductions. We got A-Trap in the building. What's going on, my man?
I was late, but I was on time.
You got here on time. So you said you was gonna be 3 minutes late. You was only 1.5 minutes late. So you pulled it off. Wilkes, I was just about to pull up this Facebook page. What did I see the other day? Was it some spaghetti and meatballs, some spaghetti bolognese that you made? What was it?
It was just spaghetti and meatballs.
Okay, all right. Because you put on there, you said something. You said trying out the light box. What is that?
Because I have this. I have this box. When you're taking photos, you put these objects inside the box. And so it lets you get an overhead shot, or you can get different angles.
Without the shadow and stuff like that, man. That's the one thing that keep me. Look here, man. I'll be about to throw the plate off the counter, man, because I can't get this shadow right.
Trust me, it's everything. Something in the background, something on the counter.
Okay.
So I'm trying out that new light box. I've had it for a few months, but that was the first time I tried it on there.
Gotcha. And what about this squid ink pasta situation? You got to talk me through this pasta, man, because I done ate black pasta once in my life.
Yeah.
And I don't plan on doing it again unless she real fine. You hear what I'm saying?
Real fine.
So what's the deal with that?
So of course I had to do everything the hard way. I bought 2 large, well, not maybe medium squids, and they still had the ink sac attached. So I cleaned them.
That's like when a horse had their nuts there, but go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So I cut the squid, I cleaned it out, and it still had the ink sac from 2 of them. So there was enough ink in there to mix the noodle and then give it that color. It's real salty, so you have to be careful. You don't want to use too much of the or you can buy it in a jar. It's called cuttlefish ink, but it's really high in sodium, so you have to be careful when you use it. I don't know who's going to be using it, because I'm the one that's always going outside the box.
Right. So Justin and A-Trap, y'all happen to see the photos of it on his Facebook by chance?
I haven't seen it. No, I'm glad.
Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it.
No parts of that.
I probably would have picked the shrimp off the top of it. Now I have tried grilled squid, octopus.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a difference in culinary terms.
No.
Squid and octopus. Okay, so it was grilled octopus,
right?
And believe it or not, it was tasty. It was at the Murray Grill, kind of close to downtown Dallas, and it's fantastic, man.
I mean, it's really if it's cooked properly and not tasting like a damn tire.
Exactly, because you can tell it's very easy to overcook.
Again,
Welcome to your neighborhood forecast, where you get movie reviews, food, culinary expertise. We're gonna tell you how to pick up the hose, especially since Ben not here. Ben will be out for the next few weeks or so. This is his birthday month. And so he's out today. Happy birthday. Today is his actual birthday. So he'll be out. So we act a fool with being here. So imagine what the hell we gonna do with Ben, with him gone. So in the comments, we got we'll get to our initial thoughts on this particular movie in just a second, but let's get a few comments. We got this jumping in the chat room already. We got CJ say, "Yeah, what's good? What's up, CJ?" Just Joe in the building, speaking to everybody. What's up, Joe? We got the best voice of Built for This Network, and that's Charlotte Wilson.
Lady Wilson.
Yeah, no relation to Charlie Wilson, but you can call her Aunt Charlotte and him Uncle Charlie. How about that?
Thank
you. We got Walker LaShawn, her real name Keisha. I guess she changed her name because the government looking for her, or she's trying to be in the next Star Wars. Hell, I don't know what's on her mind. We got Theodore Harper in the building. She goes, good evening, Forecast family. I don't know if I call you Blue Streak Freak on the Forecast and on Queen 3 and King, or just Queen 3 and King. So we're going to call you by your government today, since your little brother in the house. We got Front Ground Records in the business. DJ Mad Knox right here. A-Trap, I get it right? What's going on, my man?
The show killer in
the show killer. In a good way for you elderly out there who think, I don't want to go to no show. He's going to be killing people. Nah, this in a good way, okay? We got John Williams in the building. He said, what's up, little brother? So I imagine this is your big brother, man? This is his first time being on the Forecast, ain't it? I ain't seen this.
No, he's been a few times.
All right. I ain't seen this comment before. You know, I may have had something different to drink that night than I do this night. I kind of backed off my normal intake since I'm having to run the controls today with being out. Charlotte just speaking to DJ Mad Knox. Blue Streak Freak said it's cool, love it. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with our initial thoughts. Again, it's the end of the road with Queen Latifah and Outkast, Ludacris. I wish it would have been great. Fucking movie about that. But with Ludacris,
y'all gonna get a
just give you
love him, man.
Yeah, give you a brief idea what the plot of the movie was. A cross-country road trip becomes a highway to hell for Brenda, her 2 kids, and her brother Reggie. After witnessing a murder, the family finds itself in the crosshairs of a killer. Now alone in the desert, Brenda fights to keep her family alive. We're just going to leave it like that, all right? So we're going to give our initial thoughts on that, and we're going to start with our guest with this. Justin, what's your initial thoughts, sir?
So you got to introduce yourself.
I gave him the introduction about the Elevate and Thursday nights and all that, so he good. He don't need no more help.
So of course, I was excited when I saw this movie advertised because I'm a huge fan of Ludacris and Queen Latifah, and any project that they do, I always try to support. But this to me, man, this shit was sad. It was extremely disappointing. It's one of those, if you ain't got nothing else to do, just turn the shit on and let it watch you. That's really it.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing else to watch on Sunday afternoon. You need to take a nap. Get your nap in. Wilkes, talk to me, sir. Initial thoughts.
This movie was fucking garbage, bro.
It was CJ
straight
Wilkes. CJ
Wilkes. Straight trash. Like, I was like, oh no, this is not getting it right here. This is, I mean, even the likes of Bo Bridges couldn't save this movie.
Yeah, he even regrets, didn't he? He's like, okay, if y'all not gonna act good, I'm not gonna act good. Hell, and you know, Bo Bridges is better than that, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's an icon, man. Coming from a long line of Bridges that are all. Hey, matter of fact, speaking of, is that his brother in the old man? The old man.
Yes.
Do you see what kind of job that cat did in that, man?
That series right there. Oh boy, and they got some heavy hitters.
That man called The Old Man. I can't remember what platform it is.
It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. Yeah.
If you hadn't watched The Old Man on Hulu,
Jeff Bridges,
you need to do yourself a favor, man.
Wow.
Before we get to H-Rap, we got Eric Butler of Perspective in the building. Goes, good evening, good men. And the Blue Streak Freak, she said, yep, please do leave it at that. And then she chimed in. She agrees with Justin and Wilkes and says the worst ever. Mika said, not sad. Dang, I haven't even watched it yet. I'm hollering. Charlotte said, this is funny. If I can click on it right, she goes, I didn't even like the trailer. Boy, you know that's bad. Normally they put the best parts of the movie in the trailer.
In the trailer, yeah.
Theodore said it was worth the day shift. Wow. H-Rap. On you, Bubba.
I dug it.
Huh?
Oh, he liked it.
You dug it?
Yeah. He was ready for it.
You are kidding me, man.
I thought it was, I ain't as y'all put last week.
Are you doing
I wasn't looking for an Oscar-worthy.
Don't even try it. Don't even try it.
Oscar-worthy performance.
Yeah, you damn sure ain't gonna get one. I'm glad you wasn't looking for one there.
You're not gonna even get a Peabody Award.
I just feel like that little trash-ass movie y'all was big up in last week that I wouldn't watch at gunpoint again. But I'm serious. I didn't think it was a horrible movie. I didn't go into the movie thinking it was going to be great. It is the same thing we've seen 10,000 other times. I mean, it was all you have to do is take Ludacris and Queen Latifah and make them white folks. We've seen this movie 1,000 times. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was just a movie.
That's why it's garbage.
No. Well, I mean, if that's the case, if that's the case, 99.9% of the movies in Hollywood is trash.
Definitely.
I like the movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the movie up until like the last 40 minutes, 30 minutes of it when they just went left with the voice box and all that. That was kind of 30% retarded, but it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, it wasn't great. I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Hey, man, I need to go out and watch this. This is beautiful," but it was a solid movie to the last 30 minutes.
I mean, she automatically turned into John Wick in the trailer part. I mean, what?
Hey.
I mean, what? Come on.
And what's the lady name? She used to be a singer. Along Came a Spider. Her and my man Morgan Freeman made that same movie about 17 times. Along Came a Spider. Sleeping Night. The same joint. I mean, like I said, as y'all so eloquently put last week, I wasn't looking for an Oscar performance.
Yeah,
I definitely wasn't on this because I knew it was trash.
And I'm gonna eloquently put right now, you damn sure didn't find one either. Right. I don't even think it was. Hey, I don't even think it was nobody named Oscar on the set. Hey.
Y'all like the movie where Vampire Hunter was in a union?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah,
it was fine.
Then they had some dope ass Asian chicks in it. Let's see, Eric Butler.
This was trash.
Eric Butler said it was insulting to a thinking man's mental.
I'm dumb as all hell then. Because
Theodora, of course, she said it's trash because ready. And Eric says far too unrealistic. Okay, so this was just released. It was very fresh. You know, sometimes we are a little bit behind. This movie hadn't been out a month yet. Came out on September the 9th. Queen Latifah did executive produce the movie, along with a couple other guys, about 3 other people. IMDb gave it 4.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it 33%. Metacritic gave it 44%, and Google users gave it 47%. So, again, you had Queen Latifah as Brenda, Ludacris as Reggie, Michaela Lee, which is, I think that's the little girl, little 19-year-old girl that was in it, that was acting like a privileged teenager. She did a great job at that, I give her. And then the little kid, Sean Dixon as Cam, and then, of course, Bo Bridges as the sheriff. I got to tell you, I want to talk about Queen Latifah a little bit. So, Wilkes said she turned into John Wick, and it's obvious that you wasn't in no kind of shape to be doing John Wick shit, right?
She equalizer, man.
But one of my notes
for the third season, if she can equalize on TV, she can do it on the screen.
And I didn't. You know how much of the Equalizer I watched?
No,
not a second.
Hey man, I ain't watching.
And the reason why is because I was a junior in high school. Matter of fact, a sophomore in high school when the real Equalizer came out. And in fact, I was so into the show that's what I had on the back of my Letterman's jacket for football, the Equalizer. But Queen Latifah, okay. Yeah. But what my notes I put on there, I said Queen Latifah looking like somebody's grandma. So since Wilkes said she turned into John Wick, I want you just to talk to me about Queen Latifah in this film.
I don't understand why they keep pushing her toward this action genre. She's not I would prefer now when she does like a comedy, or she even
set it off, and she was able to play.
Yeah,
that's
believable. It was believable.
There you go. And that's the $1 million word, believable.
Yeah, and even when she's doing the, I guess not a playwright, but when she was having those like playing the jazz artist, when she had I can't think of the name of the movie she was in, but I think she does well when she's playing those comedy roles. Maybe it's more of a drama, I guess. She may even work out in I don't know, a horror flick, but anything like this where it's like, anything to protect my family, and
hey,
and it's gonna be some action scenes that
right now. You the leader in the clubhouse with that terminology, believability, believable. That's you the leader in the clubhouse right now.
Well, get on the justice and get back.
Hey, Trap. No, I'm gonna go to you next, so we can switch all it up. Talk to me about Queen Latifah.
I think y'all being biased. Serious. I'm dead serious. I think y'all being biased. Look at the roles that y'all say she's most suited to play. Lesbians. 2 lesbians. So if y'all
But nobody knew she was lesbian.
Play a lesbian. Come on, man.
And he's right. At the time,
nobody knew.
Young Ivan didn't know she was a lesbian.
Man, people been suspecting Queen Latifah's gay since she hit the scene, man.
Everybody's
that's like saying Jimmy Walker can only say dynamite, and then if he's saying dynamite, don't put it
even a parallel.
That's not a good example because that's the truth.
Yeah,
he ain't nothing but dynamite.
He was in Uptown. He was
in horrible in it as Farnsworth, whoever he was as the boxer.
So here's the thing. When I saw Queen Latifah on Fresh Prince playing Will's boss or Hillary's boss, I didn't suspect she was a lesbian.
You were what? How old?
I didn't suspect she was
you 11. Like 11. You weren't suspecting nobody being 11.
Matter of fact, in
I done seen porn before. It's fucking 11. What the hell that mean? Like what this?
When you were 11 years old, you wasn't watching TV suspecting like, hey, she may be gay. Come on, man.
So check this out.
Talking about.
Check this out.
Y'all typecasting Queen Latifah.
So check this out. In Living Single,
when you see Living Single, you thinking, man, he's a good stripper.
No, check this out. In Living Single, she was good in that role, right?
Well, she did a good job in that.
And she didn't seem like a lesbian in that role either.
Right. She wasn't. She was playing a straight chick in that.
Like, what are you
saying? She was
what? She was playing the same type of role that he was talking about being Hillary's boss. In your face, no not. Either she could be
maybe that's something.
In your face, no nonsense, or she's accepted as.
But her rap music was like that.
But that's not who she is. Her name is Dana. Her real name ain't Queen Latifah.
That doesn't mean that's who she is. But that's her persona.
Is it that we're typecasting her?
Hold on, time out.
I'm gonna get to you.
Talking about a guy over here that's the militant minded and gonna tell me about somebody else's name. Really? Seriously?
No, I'm saying. But she's not Queen Latifah. She's Dana.
I understand that, but you're talking about two different. I'm like, are you what? What do you mean? That's her persona. That's why
she's only. My question to both of y'all is this: both of y'all.
Great.
Why is it that y'all can only accept her as in your face or the role as a?
Let me get this one, and then I'll turn it over to you. Okay. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because she's only good at that stuff. She's been horrible at the other stuff. That's the thing. I didn't make her be bad at the other shit. She just is. So it's not that I don't accept her at that. That's just the only thing she's been good at. Huh?
People love Brown Sugar.
People who?
Everybody loved that whack ass movie. Brown Sugar. People love it.
Well, I love the movie, but I don't necessarily love her. Wilkes, you got anything about why we only love her in the in your face type?
Yeah, because, like I said, I think that's her wheelhouse. That is her lane.
And hey, guess what? I mean, and guess what? Let me tag the team off
H-Rap, being militant minded is H-Rap's thing. That is
right. I mean, y'all don't accept me as the stripper in the movie. But
hey, if you clap your cheeks, nigga, that's on you. But I ain't watching.
But check this out though. And check this out though. Hollywood is littered with actors who are only good at one thing.
Right.
That's just the way. That's the case it is. And she happens to be that person.
I'm dead ass. If you only see her one way, you won't allow this person to escape that box. Like,
but she can. But like I said, she can play those drama. But she can play those drama roles. I wasn't classifying her as being lesbian. If she does well playing a jazz artist, a singer, or a comedian or comic relief, that's what she does.
Yeah, let me let Justin comment on what he's heard us say, and then we're gonna get back because we're not leaving off this Queen Latifah actors, actresses, and what they're good at and how they're seen. We're gonna stay there because I think it's some meat there. But I'm gonna let Justin say, based on what you've heard us say, what you got to say.
I take a page out of H-Trap book. I don't try to typecast her at all. Yeah. I think Hollywood definitely does. And I think the fact that she executive produced this movie, she should have been able to say, you know what? Nah, I don't want to go that route. Unfortunately, that was the route she chose to go. And it's been other movies that she's been in where she's killed it without being the lesbian or, the in-your-face type woman.
Name him.
Shit. Honestly, I can't. The movie is
Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen that yet.
I mean, she was. What was that movie with Jimmy Fallon, where she was the taxi driver?
Taxi driver was.
I mean, I thought she was. It's just. I think those are her.
But was that her character in that movie, Wilkes? The Jimmy Fallon, was she a little bit more in your face in that one?
Not really. I mean, yeah, I think she was a little bit more laid back. But it was one of those things where. Once again, she's in that comedy
trying
role.
To play the see to me, I'm not gonna take credit for or blame, should I say, for saying I'm typecasting her. She just wasn't no good at it.
Yeah, she was great on Living Single.
So when we talk about actors or actresses that they're all called actors now, but I don't think we necessarily done agreed to go there, but that's what they are now. But when we talk about actors or actresses who are seen one way, I'll bring up people like Will Smith, for instance, right? Will Smith, when he first came out as Fresh Prince and then he started getting into movies, right? Yeah. That would have been something that most people who start in sitcoms and stuff like that, they feel they're in danger of being typecast because their roles were so prominent in their sitcoms, right? But Will Smith, remember a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, I talked about how in Ali, I forgot that was Will Smith. Right. So again, I'm not somebody who has trouble seeing people in other roles. That's just not my. I don't have an issue.
I'm not saying that y'all have. For example, I'm not saying you guys in particular are saying this. I think I think the picture of Queen Latifah has been painted of that. So when I was gonna give an example. The movie Metro, Eddie Murphy, that's not a bad movie, but because you were laughing throughout the movie, he wasn't being Axel Foley, people didn't accept it. They was like, well, where's the funny? And I think that's what's happening.
That's just kind of like with Jamie Foxx in that what was that Sleepless movie where he's a detective in that movie. And they call Sleepless or something like that, and they kidnap his child or something. But I think he did well as a police officer in that movie.
Right.
Detective.
I'm glad you brought up the detective kind of role, right? Because I have recently seen a movie, and I was just trying to look on my phone to see if I can jog my memory. But this was a cat who's notoriously played a bad guy. Well, in this particular movie, he played a detective, and I thought to myself, God, dog, he's doing a good job as this detective. He's showing some range. Yeah. But hey, again, the fact remains: have you thought maybe? Yeah. Maybe Hollywood is typecasting her in these roles because they know that's all she's really good at.
She's got a knack for it. Just like Jeremy Irons. When you see Jeremy Irons, he's the villain in most things.
But matter of fact, I'll give you some big names that play the same role. What's his name, man? The Shining dude.
Oh,
Jack Nicholson. Yeah. Everybody think he's some great actor. He'd be the same MF in all his movies too. You know, and that's no shade. I mean, but his career has been this great career.
Look at Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman, Gene Hackman, I feel like he can play the same role whether he's an enemy of the state or he's playing what is it? The Hunt for Red, or I don't know if it was the Hunt for Red October. Yeah, I was like, he does well in those movies. I mean, just like with Sean Connery being the villain in that movie, that Russian summer. Nobody expected that because he's been James Bond for so damn long.
let me get you some of these comments.
You got a Scotsman playing a damn Russian?
CJ said, damn, maybe this movie was trash. Theodore Harper says 25%. Eric says there were some funny lines and scenes, but hell no. That's it. Just some funny lines.
And I want to say,
here and there.
And I want to say this, and maybe I'm living. You know, I want to see those small little things. I'll wait. I'm sorry, you're reading the comments.
CJ said, "Ain't she like the Equalizer on CBS or something?" Yeah, and the fact that it's on CBS tells you something else too, because CBS is shows, then their demographic that they get skews toward the folks a little older than me and A-Trap. Walker LaShawn said, "I really enjoyed this movie aside from Luda looking like a sorry black man." Wow, she liked the movie.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that in a minute too. Blue Streak Freak says, I watched The Equalizer, it's whack too with that nappy wig. I'm glad I didn't watch none of that. CJ said Queen Latifah ain't built for no damn action. Wow.
Action movie. We've seen this movie 11,000 times, 11 times. And of course, don't think I'm taking shots because it's gonna sound like I'm taking shots. We've seen this movie 11 times with white folks, and we accepted it.
No, I don't.
Yeah, we've seen this movie.
Let me get through the comments because I think you make a valid point. While I'm reading the comments, try to give us some examples when we come back because I want to be able to look into that. You may have a valid point. Let's talk about it. Okay, so we got Theodore says because she's a lesbian. I don't know if that's a lesbian with some other kink or something like that. I don't know. Or if it's just a misspelling. Either way, she's a lesbian. Mika said Queen Latifah is a whole cover girl. She shouldn't be playing those roles. Comedy, love, and living single. A-Trap, come on now, right? Blue Streak Freak, she happens to agree with Mika. And Mika says, I'm tickled. Keisha says Queen Latifah ain't no lesbian. She a damn dagger. She takes it to the paint. She would have been real good in a basketball movie. Steve says, LMAO, I knew Wilkes had the whole booty tapes collection.
Booty talk, man. It's booty talk. I ain't gonna watch it, but it's booty talk.
CJ talking about chill. Y'all making my boy Justin uncomfortable. Justin done watched the forecast. He know what the hell he was getting into.
I already knew what I was signing up for.
Mika said, not too much A-Trap. Brown Sugar is one of my favorites.
That movie sucked.
Blue Streak Freak said, hey to Keisha. They say hi to each other. Okay, y'all quit saying hey on here and call each other. Mika said Gabrielle Union is the only mean girl in every movie, and she's 40 plus.
She sucked too.
That's who she is.
LaVista Hall looking at her.
Kirby, what's up, Kirby, man? Ben Sutter the third, who put BS3 in the BS3 network.
Birthday, man. What you doing?
Happy birthday, sir. Theodore says girls trip with Adam Sandler. Okay. Mika said girls trip. Queen can do lovey-dovey movies and comedians, action movies, she's just not believable. I couldn't watch one episode of Equalizer. Okay, Ben, I'm with you. James Dodd, Pastor Dodd, what's up, man? He goes, the movie where she was Common Girl, I think she was a coach of a basketball team.
She was the physical therapist.
Hello. How many laid-back coaches, you know? Theodora, Blue Streak Freak says this movie was just terrible, period. And she used the real hip spelling of period. Charlotte says, I like her in Last Holiday, but didn't feel any chemistry between her and Common. Yeah, that's perfectly said. No chemistry. In Just Right, even though I liked her as a basketball fan and therapist. Let's see. Kirby Alexander said the Joker. Was she in the Joker? Being corrected, said comedies. Theodora says nope. Courtney Harper, what's up, Courtney? Yes, hello. Okay, so this is what I'd ask H-Rap. What movie? We still got a few comments, but we're gonna let him give some examples.
But we've seen.
CJ say, I'll say this is this. There's nothing wrong with trying to step into a new role. Rainer KF say, what up, family? What's up, Kev? He's just speaking to everybody. And then he says, wait a minute, did I hear H-Rap say the great brown sugar suck? He didn't. Oh, wow, he did.
That and then
right on,
y'all.
Okay, so tell me, you said some white actors that we've
seen. How many times have we seen Gina Davis? What's that other lady from Pretty Woman? Every time they throw her in the movie, it's a great movie.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever her name is, Gina Davis,
Julia Roberts,
Gina Davis, the little Ashley Judd. We see them clowns in these movies where, what's the movie when Homeboy played? He was dead. He went on down to New Orleans, and she down there flipping over cars and everything. And we was like, whoo, the world was like, whoo.
Who was? Not here.
I'm just saying.
I think they suck in those roles too.
You know what I'm saying? But the world liked these movies.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that this is y'all. I'm just saying we accept these white girls in these movies, and then when Queen step up and do it, I'm not saying that this lady is what's her name, Viola Davis. I'm not saying that she's
not. I don't think it's that at all. I think we don't need to prove that we need to fit in these genres. We don't need to do that because we've done these movies so much. I mean, look at Buck. We talk about Buck and the Preacher all the time. We've already set the mark.
But y'all like that trash 160 hours ago. Y'all like that trash.
The thing about it though, we gave it a 2.5 mic. We didn't like it to the sense that we were giving it 3 or 4 or 5 mics. So
I'm same page in it, and it's not a revenge joint.
And that's okay, but we don't have to prove. We don't have to prove that we can pull these movies off.
But all I'm saying is this. I have rarely seen an original idea in Hollywood. Period.
Oh, and absolutely. Everything is either recycled, remastered, rebooted.
And this is just another wrench. Dude, anybody that's sitting up trying to grade Pootie Tang like it's a great movie, you an idiot. Flat out.
I mean, it's like CB4. I'm not gonna watch that.
That's all I'm saying.
But Eric says,
and I'm a guy liking Pootie Tang. Ready to care? I'm a guy liking it.
Sadate.
And I'm gonna die liking Pootie Tang too, but the Pootie Tang I like ain't no movie. Eric said Queen Latifah did her best work and set it off. That character was in her lane. What has she done that was better? I'll wait. Thank you.
But see, I'm going to even go to this real quick. I hate that they missed a moment in this movie, but that's just me when I watch movies. I like subtle surprises. When Ludacris pulled up in the Impala, that could have been the Impala from Set It Off. Like, do some small little things like that, because that's how my mind works when I watch these movies. But everybody's not thinking like that. But that would have been awesome.
And obviously they spent most of their budget on both bridges, so they didn't have much money left.
With that damn Lincoln, with that $4 Lincoln he driving.
BF said, I can't stand Julia Ashley Lips Roberts. I mean, literally, the only thing I really liked Julia Roberts in was the one where she did play the prostitute or whatever. I can't remember the name of
Pretty
that
Woman.
movie. Pretty Woman. And then she played a movie where she had diabetes or some shit, and she almost had it's a chick flick. You know what I'm talking about, but it's a chick flick.
I can't think of the name.
Is it Magnolia? Steel Magnolias?
Oh, Steel Magnolias?
That's something like that. Either that or green tomatoes, fried green tomatoes, or something. One of those.
I think it's still.
They should call those movies. H-Rap wouldn't watch these at gunpoint.
Let's see. CJ said, facts, A-Trap. People was hyping up that buddy cop film with Cedric Bullock and that fat ass white lady, The Heat. But see, here's the deal. We're talking about what other people think about it. We're only talking about what we think about this movie versus what we think about those other movies. We think they suck too. So the fact that other people like those movies don't take away the fact that we are on point with Queen Latifah needing to stay in her lane.
So what is her lane?
We told you her lane. Just like
y'all like Cadillac Records, didn't y'all?
Let me put that back up. Yeah, I like Cadillac
Records. I didn't mind it.
Trash.
I thought it was, and that's okay. But I thought it was okay. That's all right.
Trash.
Does that prove Queen Latifah was better at this movie or something? I don't understand the point.
They trick people into believing Beyonce can act.
Because I mean, in this movie, man, let me just say this. In this movie, I'm gonna tell you one of the notes I put down. I said this is the first movie I didn't want to finish. And y'all know we don't watch some not so good movies on the Fourcast, right? This is the first movie I didn't even want to finish.
I did, and I started it the night after we talked about it. I was like, oh gosh.
Let's see. Keisha says, Justin, can you tell Melissa? I said, what? No. Charlotte said, actors are like everyone else. Some are better suited for some things. Thank you, Charlotte. Not necessarily all. It would be very difficult to accept Will Smith as a villain.
After he didn't put them football keys on Chris Rock, he could be a villain now.
Mika said, I can't stand my brother.
He was somebody now.
He was saying that about my Pootie Tang reference.
Slap somebody now.
Mika said, I loved her and stepmom.
What's my man Ray the Care say? Because, you know, we gotta
Keisha was giving the answer to that movie. Golden Brooks in the house, living my life like it's golden. The Other Woman was another movie. And Eric said, I think you're right, Mika. Cadillac Records was the shit. And then Ray the Care says Cadillac Records was trash. But I think what's fair to say, regardless, is that some movies hit us in certain ways, right? You know, to where some people be like, you know, because again, I'm the guy, and I'll give A-Trap a little support here in the fact that some movies have some redeeming qualities for folks when other folks think it's trash. Because again, it is still, at the end of the day, it is art, and art is up for interpretation. Right. This was a piece of art that I would not hang in my bathroom, but it is still art.
I wouldn't either. Hey, and Ray the Kev, he talking about Pootie Tang. He told me
I'm gonna tell you
trash, man. So go ahead on, Ray the Kev.
Okay, let me just say this. Out of all the Fourcast episodes, this may be the one that I'm getting the most text to my phone. People like, they got to text me because I got so many comments I can't get mine in. Somebody just texted me and said, I'm cheering like this is a football game for the points that people are making. All right, so let me ask you this, okay? So let me ask you this question. This is going to be the last we're going to ask about Queen Latifah, because it's ironic that I actually wrote this down for my reviews, right? So I didn't know we were going to get into Queen Latifah like this. So let me ask the question. I'm going to ask Wilkes first. No, I'm going to ask Wilkes second. I'm going to ask Justin first. When Queen Latifah plays a straight woman, is it the same as when a straight man or woman plays a gay?
Ving Rhames.
Man, you don't go first. So is it the same? Because of course, okay, she's lesbian. So when she plays somebody straight, is it the same as when somebody straight plays a gay?
Honestly, I mean, if that's the
he's starting to think about his job and who watching it, if it is coworkers, he done got scared. Back in the hood, we used to call it nutted up. He nutted up right here.
I have to say, yeah, it's really the same. Honestly, it is. It's definitely the same because at that point they're trying to engage the character, right? Yeah. So if they're an actor or actress worth their salt, they're going to engage that role, engage that character, and deliver a performance that they can be proud of.
Okay, I'm going to say something. Everybody get through making their comments. I'm going to say something. Okay, Wilkes, let me pose the question to you. When Queen Latifah plays a straight woman, is it the same as when a straight man or woman plays a gay?
Fuck no. It's just like some British person doing an English accent when they're acting. It ain't the fucking same. No.
Okay.
She gotta study straight women. What are you talking about? But then I'm up here.
What was one of the most popular shows in the last 15 years? The Wire. Idris Elba ain't from Baltimore.
Hell no.
But here's the deal though. Most of America doesn't know what Baltimore people are like, so they couldn't tell you whether he was doing a good job.
I just said it's like British people studying American English.
Yeah.
That's what I just
said. You can tell when that's bad. Or the movie JFK when Kevin what's his name?
Kevin Costner came.
Kevin Costner when he tried to make his accents, I find your story to be simply unbelievable. That was a horrible accent.
They don't talk like that no.
His American accent sucks.
So A-Trap, when Queen Latifah plays a straight woman,
man, it's the same.
Is it the same? Okay,
Queen
so
Latifah,
check this out. So let me give y'all this to think about.
Actor to begin with.
Huh?
What? Queen Latifah is a C actor. Look at Ving Rhames running around here playing drag queens.
Okay. See now that's
Wesley Snipes out here.
Now we're getting some clarification. Because it was almost like you were trying to say she was better than a C actor. So okay,
no, she's a C actor. I mean, but I'm just saying, man,
she's a C movie.
So let me ask you this: when it comes to a straight person playing a gay role, right, an LGBTQ role, right, I want to take you to a particular type of actor that's playing this role. When you see a male that's supposed to be straight in life, and let's leave it black males because that's what we are.
Okay.
When you see a black male,
I got one in my head
playing a gay dude in a movie, do your thoughts not say that motherfucker really gay?
No, because I'm gonna take
okay. I want to leave it on yes or no right now. Then you can explain.
I'm gonna go right to our wheelhouse.
Hang on, I'm gonna let you explain. Wilkes, let me give you a yes or no.
I just want to say this. I just want to say this real quick because we're on this subject.
Yeah,
I saw somebody post praising Evan Peters, that's playing Jeffrey Dahmer on Netflix. They were praising him because it's like, oh man, he's playing this role so great. But they've been dogging the black brother from P Valley playing a gay rapper because he's black. And it's like, he must be gay.
Okay.
But we accept Evan Peters.
There you go. Matter of fact, I think that's what it came. That's how it came up. So tell me, does anybody know?
We can't let that go.
No, hold on. But we accept a white male or a Hispanic person playing somebody gay, but then it's like, oh, black people can't be gay. I've heard that growing up.
They can't.
I've heard that growing up. But then when he's playing a gay role, oh, that nigga must be gay in real life.
I got two people.
But we praising the other people, though.
Go ahead. I want to hear your two
Justin.
I want to hear his two people.
Come
on. John Leguizamo done played a couple of gay dudes in movies, and we
Con Air.
And me and you, dog, is right around the house. 1985.
And I love Con Air too. Con Air is one of my favorites.
We seen Damon Wayans play a bunch of gay dudes, and we ain't never suspected him. I ain't never suspected. My man David Allen Grill. They used to be 2 snaps in the finger. We ain't never went.
Okay, but let me just say this. I did watch a movie.
Damon Wayans got kicked off Saturday Night Live because he played a role that wasn't supposed to be gay, real gay, and they kicked him off. He got fired. But no, I ain't. If you want to play the role of a sweet, if you want to play the role of but if you want to be a Cinnabon, be a Cinnabon, man.
Let's just say this. And Raider Kev, I'm gonna just jump off Raider Kev. Then Justin, we'll go to you for comment. Raider Kev said, if you're not a gay, you cannot play gay. Sorry. So I don't think he's right with that. But what I will say to clarify my point, I have seen some brothers play some gay roles who I said to myself, you look way too freaking comfortable in that kiss, and I don't think you're that great of an actor. Go ahead.
The very first feature film Will Smith was in.
Will Smith, he was playing gay. He was a gay man.
6 Degrees of Separation, and the urban legend is Denzel Washington called him and said, "Man, you better not kiss that boy." That's the urban legend.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Justin,
Will Smith? Will Smith?
Because you played a gay guy in a play. That's why you didn't you?
Ooh, play.
You didn't play a gay guy in a play? See, why you upset about it? Huh?
Hey, Justin, asking you a question.
H-Rap ain't never been played. No. I don't even play happy.
Mika, comment, please.
I never played a gay guy.
That played the gay guy.
CJ played the gay guy?
No, who was it? And I ain't even play. Who wasn't the gay guy in there?
No, I wasn't no gay guy in there.
I thought that was you, man. But you see how offended he got by it.
I did not. I was just saying I just played a gay guy.
Would you play a gay guy? Because you didn't act in the play, right?
Play the gay dude.
Hang on, let me get Justin right quick. Justin,
go ahead.
You played in plays before, right? You've acted in plays before, right? Stage plays.
Yeah.
Right. Would you play a gay guy in a play?
Don't say no, man. Don't be ashamed.
Now, listen. It wouldn't be believable. First and foremost, I'm way too good to play that role. We don't even. It to Wilk's point when he was talking about.
No, fuck Wilk's point. Answer the question. I
wouldn't
a gay guy.
I wouldn't do it. And to Wilk's point, with the P. Valley thing, hey, dude, it's way too. It's too much, man.
Yeah. I'm not even watching P. Valley, man.
Yeah, when you tongue kissing a guy and
right up at when they start going down the Hershey Highway, I was like,
yeah.
I stopped watching that. I'm not watching that, man. I got a homeboy. Shout out to my boy, homeboy. He know he is. I got a couple.
Okay, I'm gonna get a couple of comments.
Oh man,
I'm not watching that P Valley joint, man.
It's hot tonight.
I'm with you. I haven't even watched.
I can't watch that, man. That's a little too thick for me.
Y'all are funny.
Now I do like the main character. I did like her, but it's just too much for me.
Yeah. Ray the Kid says, wait, the great Queen Latifah is a lesbian. Who knew? Dear Mika said, where's Baltimore? I don't know what she's asking, man. It's in Maryland. CJ said, I'm not gonna lie, when she kissed Common in that movie where he tried to cross up D Wade and got his shit snapped. I just knew something was right. Like that wasn't right. Like that was just awkward. Huh?
Common suck as an actor.
True, I'll give you that.
Yeah, he ain't.
CJ said this cute, so they be giving him a pass like Halle Berry.
Right. CJ said this episode should have really been called Queen Latifah's acting credentials. Pastor Dow was telling us about the movie Queen Sugar. Is there? Okay, so there's a black female playing a lesbian in that movie, but I don't know if she's lesbian in real life or not. Yeah. But I think she's a good actress.
Michael K. Williams supposed to be straight. He played Omar. And he played.
Yeah. But but you know, with his drug use and stuff, I heard a lot of stuff be going on. So, Charlotte said Queen Latifah is a rapper, and not all musicians are Oscar caliber actors. Yeah,
great.
Yeah, she shouldn't even get invited to the Oscars. Ray the Kid said,
Jamie Foxx shouldn't either.
Hey man,
Jamie Foxx, man. I don't think Jamie Foxx is as bad as you making it.
I'll give you one role: Bundini Brown and Ali. That'll tell you all you need to know. And you don't think you telling me his role, his performance in Ray wasn't no good?
Ray and Law-Abiding Citizen, and that's it.
What about Sleepless? Did you watch Sleepless? I think it's called Sleepless.
Yeah, I went to sleep on. Come on, man. Jamie Foxx, I told y'all last week, Jamie Foxx is Fred Williamson III.
Man, you out your mind.
He's not even close.
See Jamie Foxx in the movie. That's gonna be a horrible movie.
Don't even. Let's just let him make it on there because that's even ridiculous.
Okay, remove Law-Abiding Citizen, remove the ancillary role in Ali, and remove Ray.
What do you mean? I mean,
he done been in about 30 movies.
I just
Dream Girl. What did Dream Girl?
Filmography.
I thought he did good in Dream Girls. He was the agent.
Yeah, he was.
I agree. I didn't have any problem with it.
I'm talking about as the lead actor.
Oh no, come on, man. Stop.
Django. You don't think he was good in Django?
Oh yeah, he killed Django.
Right. You don't like Django?
He been acting since 1989, and he got 3 good roles.
So he got better with time.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So by the time we did, he'd be killing it.
Did you see him in Baby Driver?
Baby Driver.
And what about Mean Boss?
Good in Baby Driver.
Wasn't he in Mean Boss?
Yeah, Mean Boss.
Robin Hood. I thought his role was good.
Yeah, he was good in Robin Hood. Lil Jon.
First of all, Robin Hood was trash.
You didn't like him in Just Mercy. I thought he was fine in Just Mercy.
Just Mercy, yeah. I thought he was pretty good in Just Mercy.
Yeah.
And Sleepless, I'm with you on Sleepless, Wilkes.
I mean, I'm not asking him to give a man
what that up.
10 grand.
We talked about Any Given Sunday. He played that dude. I mean, that's a cultural classic for black folks in terms of Willie Beeman. Everybody knows who that is.
Got the jersey going.
I'm not asking him to get Oscars.
I watched The Kingdom and Jarhead. He was in both of those.
Oh, yeah, he was in Jarhead.
Fred Wilson was good in Black Caesar. Fred Wilson was good in Uptown Saturday Night. Fred Wilson was good.
Those are the people you don't like.
Him, the Don, was it Don, something Don? And the rest of his movies was trash.
Yeah, no,
he doesn't have a track record like Fred Williamson. He ain't making that many movies.
He was in The Great White Hype. He was good. My point is to be perfectly honest with you, when I think of Jamie Foxx, I don't think of him in bad movie roles.
I don't think Fred Williamson.
He's been in a movie, no matter whether the role was ancillary or leading. I have not ever considered him as a poor actor ever.
So what you telling me is this: if when we sign off tonight, if we
say that again,
if we sign off right now, and you turn on your TV and you see Jamie Foxx saying blah blah blah, you gonna go, gotta see that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna be like.
Yeah,
I hope I lose my debit card that week.
Yeah,
even that other one he's in with the superpower. I can't think of that.
That was the worst one. The Spider-Man when he was the electric dude.
See, you just don't. He's in another one on Netflix. Not be a Jamie Foxx fan.
It's another one on Netflix where he's got like these. It's something like
he's like a vampire hunter.
Oh yeah, where he take those pills.
Yeah, he takes some kind of pills.
That was a good movie, man.
Yeah, Power. That's it. Power.
Oh, Power.
Yeah, he was good in it.
Yeah, that was really good, honestly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like
I just don't like Jamie Foxx, man. Hey, man, let's see a couple of comments. Raider Kev says it's real good to know that I have something in common with the great Queen Latifah. I'm a lesbian, also. I like women. We already got that one. Raider Kev says I can play being a murderer. I can play being a criminal. I can even play being a great guy. I cannot play being gay. Pastor Dot said, so where are they playing? I don't know what he was asking. Mika said, don't do my cousin, I'll get you. Justin did not play that part. Keep on. CJ said, Justin. And he said, nah, I'm not playing it. Because he said you really hesitated a long time before you answered that question.
I'm rolling with Justin.
I love Pete that battle. Me too, Theodore. I do have to turn away when in certain parts, but yeah.
Hey man, it's too much Cinnabon in those joints.
Raider Cam said the facts may be that you are not gay, but I cannot stop the thought from crossing my mind. Sorry. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not watching.
CJ said, Justin, we need to have a talk on Elevate. Go be speaking to somebody. CJ said, I think we all know Will Smith got a little sugar in his tank. Wow. Hey. CJ said,
he never tried to holler
Fox last week episode. Moving on. Come on, this movie is whack. Raider Cat said, I stopped watching P Valley. I also can't do it. Keisha said Jamie Foxx was a bitch in Dreamgirls. That don't mean he was a bad actor.
That don't mean his acting wasn't terrible.
Nigga said, my goodness, Jamie Foxx can act in just about anything. A-Trap, I'm saying you're great because Jesus. And just about anything. A-Trap, you getting light in your ass, raise up off Jamie Foxx. Pastor Died said Fox must have stole one of A-Trap girlfriends. Yeah,
Why is
he talking Fred Williamson level?
Nobody's supporting you on the Jamie Foxx thing.
Why do you darkies?
Nobody.
Why do you darkies think because I identify?
Say that again.
Why do you darkies think because I identify that the man? Look, he is one of the most talented human beings to walk Earth today.
Right.
He could sing. He could play the piano. He can act. He's funny.
Right. Thank you.
Well, he can act. He just bad roles.
Is he picking them or are they picking him? I don't think
Eddie Murphy is one of the greatest. Eddie Murphy is one of the most talented people in the world.
Is he
picking
the
greatest actors? Think about it. Has Denzel Washington been every role Denzel Washington been in been a good role?
Oh, what's that movie he played that Jamaican sheriff?
Well, he had that terrible accent. I know which one you're talking about. I can't think of the name of that movie.
And if you go back to the early 80s when Denzel Washington was looking like a walrus boy, got his teeth fixed.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of that movie.
Boy.
Okay, so let's move on a little bit. So
Luda,
one of the things that I noticed is Luda when he was smoking them cones at the beginning of the movie. I said, "Damn, them the same kind of cones."
I was gonna say this might be dog. This might be dog lane right here, man.
Yeah, that's my shit right there. The soundtrack. Did y'all catch anything on that?
I caught that they played a Luda song real quick. So I don't know if they made a song for the movie.
I thought it was a nice, varied soundtrack because they came out shooting with some Alicia Keys, who was very noticeable. Then they came back with some Otis Redding. You know, see, a lot of times movies will try to stick in a genre, right? You know, last week when when that movie Day Shift, they were on the California, West Coast stuff, right? Yeah. So it was pretty varied. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It wasn't no great soundtrack that you're gonna want to run out and buy, but they had some interesting tracks in it.
This is my opinion again. If you pay attention to the soundtrack, the movie more than likely is trash.
You don't want to love
it. If you're you being a music lover, I would notice.
You the one dug it, but if you've been watching the show, we talk about the soundtrack pretty often.
But if the soundtrack is way up here, the movie.
I didn't say it.
Not usually. I mean, I love music. I love when they implement things like that.
That's what OJ said.
I don't think that.
I love music. They even wrote a song about it.
Man, come on, OJ.
Cadillac record soundtrack was
so
dope.
some of my other notes
again proving my point.
Hey, so you heard one of my notes. I said this is the first movie I didn't want to finish. Well, one of my other notes was 13 minutes in. This movie sucks. Please do something. I was like, y'all do something.
I mean, even the scene where they dropped the money off with the helicopter was predictable. You knew one of those motherfuckers was gonna be greedy. I was like, oh, here we go. I've seen this one. What was it? The No Country for Old Men.
11 times, you know, seen this.
Right. Seen it.
So let me ask y'all this, okay? Because Keisha mentioned this earlier, and I wanted to get into this piece of it. I said to myself, another reason why I said it's unbelievable, the acting was horrible, not realistic. Ain't no damn way I would have stayed in that truck when them white boys was giving that prop. Ain't no way I'm gonna stay in that in the vehicle when she told Lou to stay in the car, Reggie. This is what I'm good at. Number one, I didn't buy that this is what you're good at. You're gonna get out and get your ass whooped too, is what I thought. But at the very least, even if I'm gonna get my ass whooped, I'm not letting my sister get out. I'm staying in the car with the kids.
Thank you.
That was to me, that was a message to us as black men, honestly, and how they try to paint us and how they try to portray us as listen to your mama, boy.
Bring him back next week.
You know, like it.
Oh no, but wait a minute, he loves the show though.
I think that was because there's no way, like you said, anybody you know, any black man that you know would have been like, sis, sit your ass back. Let me go take care of this. Let me handle this. Whether I'm going out there to have a conversation or I'm going to be aggressive. You know, like it's none of that. I'm going to sit back and wait in the car with the kids. But that to me, and then if you notice how she tried to downplay him as a man, making fun of his job.
That's a good point.
Basically trying to say like, yeah, you got to move with us because you need me type of thing. When actually he was there to help out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit, I'm an assistant manager at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, exactly. But he was stepping in.
We off every Sunday.
Right. Yeah, he was stepping in, really being a father figure to those kids. But when it came to that scene there, it really like threw me for a loop. Like,
okay, see, you was doing good with the black man stuff. So the next time we shoot this in an alternate universe, don't bring that part about the father figure up because you lost your whole argument. Because the nigga was smoking weed with the teenager, so he was not being no father figure. Leave that part out of it. Stick to the demoralizing of men or the demasculation of men. Stick to that part.
I know a woman, I ain't gonna say her name, but she ain't watching. Davika Berry, she hate me. She told me first time she smoked weed was with her daddy.
Oh, well, no, I'm with that. You know, shit. I mean,
I'm with Justin. I'm supporting Justin's argument. First time
but my point is that do we consider those people as good father figures or good mother figures? I mean, shit, I smoked weed with my daddy when I was in high school.
Daddy is cheating,
but ain't nobody gonna try to pretend he was the best dad in the world. But the nigga had some good weed. Hey.
Hey, came from Minister Society. Daddy was selling heroin.
Okay.
Shooting people.
All right. A-Trap Big Sister got a question. Why is it so hard for men to watch gay men?
Oh, that's simple. They feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so I think that's implied. Why do they feel uncomfortable, Wilkes? Let me ask that follow-up question.
Well, because they think automatically some spell is going to fall over and then they're going to turn gay.
They're going to turn gay.
That ain't how it works.
Yeah, like if I watch this, I can't separate, because think about it. I'm somebody who pushes the art of this thing, right? But when all that started happening, the art of it is out the window for me, and I don't want to see it. So is there something, let's just be realistic, is there something in men that says if I sit here and watch this, even though I know it's acting, even though I know it's not an indictment on who I am, isn't there some small part of us that says if I sit here and watch this, maybe I like it a little bit? So that's why.
On the real, I don't watch the gay girl, you know, on the joints.
No, shit, I do.
I flash
that's
the gay girl.
Damn, nigga, what you talking about?
Man,
I know Wilkes watched that. I know Wilkes watched the gay girl part. Hey, and I don't even.
I don't watch the clip bump.
So, Justin, you got anything on that answer? So you heard that answer that we asked about this. Why is it so hard for us? And I said, because deep down, at the end of the day, part of us says if we sit here and I'm not having a problem in watching this, it may be an indictment on what I really feel.
Maybe because we subconsciously know there's some pain involved in that.
What, man?
Gay male sex is painful.
See, but that's the thing. See,
I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna side off on that shit because I'm not thinking about it.
I don't watch none of it. I'm just saying.
But stabbing niggas in the ass ain't part about being gay.
Physical pain, man.
That's not. Hey, stabbing niggas in the ass ain't part about being gay.
Huh?
I shuffle. I don't deal.
Are you talking? Are you talking about mental pain or physical pain, man?
Pain. I mean, maybe because when you see an intimate scene hetero, you go there. You go to let's say just like in TV, you see a man kiss a woman and then they fade in, and then when they come back, they both smoking a cigarette laying in the bed. So you subconsciously take it to sex.
Right.
So when you see women do it, you take it to sex. And when you see men do it, you like, my man getting this back blown out. That hurt.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to make heads and tails of it.
But
like
being
gay,
but being gay has nothing to do with stabbing niggas in the ass, man. That ain't the main. That's not the main derivative of being gay.
There you go, Will. Educated.
About gay, she said to watch.
Yeah, but you immediately went to stabbing pirates in the ass.
But when you watch if you watch two men hold hands in a movie, you like whatever. But when you see two dudes kissing in a movie, I don't know who you are if you ain't going straight to sex. Because if I'm kissing my lady, I ain't going.
But she was saying watching gay men. She said watching.
She got some peanut butter.
But she said watching gay men. Nobody was talking about stabbing them in the ass. We were just saying.
What do you think she's talking about? Watching gay men. If you watch gay men walk down the street, you ain't thinking, oh man,
you're watching gay men walk down the street. You're not thinking about, oh, he gonna stab this nigga later.
I'm sure I can only make an assumption. When she say watch gay men, she's talking about in an intimate setting.
I get what she said. Yeah.
She's not talking about watching
a day-to-day setting. Watching,
she's talking
about. Well, then guess what? Then guess what? Then why do you feel so uncomfortable then? I don't understand.
And that's why I made the statement, because when you watch hetero people kiss, you think intimacy. If you watch two women kiss, you think intimacy. And when you see two men kiss, you think.
Well,
see what I just said. That's what I just said.
But
because they're kissing doesn't mean they're about to do the anal dance.
But personally speaking on it, I mean, being a man with
are
kids,
you serious?
Like you see the struggle in today's society with this, right? So me personally, even with me, walking my kindergarten to school, me and his mom, I may hold a hand or something, or we may give him a hug, or he may see us, hug each other, embrace each other, but I don't want to display that to other people's children. You know what I'm saying? So when I think of what to A-Trap point is, when you hear that, well, why is it so hard for us to watch gay guys? That's automatically, he's thinking of, intimate setting, which is, we're not into that.
Well, think about it. Let me say this real quick. So what's happening is, if you think about the movies, 9 times out of 10, they are showing an intimate scene with gay guys. They're not showing them just hanging out, going to the movies. So that's, and again, I think I hit on a very deep-seated issue with it is that in the back of our minds, we're going to think, if I'm enjoying watching this, I got to look gay in me. And I don't want to be thinking that way.
Because society has created.
I just want to make sure I haven't.
You can only be gay if you have your
mind. According to your line of thinking, Wilkes, when you see a man kiss a woman and intimately kiss a woman in a movie, you going, they on their way to McDonald's. Or are you thinking they are about to be intimate?
Not all the time. Sometimes they're not even in the setting where they can be intimate. They could be at a dinner party and you're not thinking that. So no, every time a man kisses a woman, I'm not thinking they're about to be.
But I'm using Golden's question.
No.
So okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe A-Trap has lost his entire mind.
Get me off this fucking panel, please.
No.
Fuck no. It does not make any. Dude, I don't understand. It does not work like that.
I'm too stupid then.
Well, given the conversation and the question that she asked, I understand why he felt like that. I understand why he took it to that point.
And it may be that for him, though. Right? Yeah. It's not a blanket across the board thing. Maybe that's what A-Trap sees, But to me, I don't think that's the global answer for us, right? Is that why is it so hard for men to watch gay men? I don't think it's because of that.
Watch gay men do what?
But
fish? Because if it's two gay men on the dock,
why do you assume they finna have sex though? I don't understand it.
I'm answering that question for you. The answer is
or pier with 2 fishing poles. You're not thinking anything. If both of them are gay, you're going, they're fishing. Nobody on earth has a problem with that. Even if it's over their head, these 2 men are gay. If you see them on a dock fishing, no one on earth will have a problem with it. The problem traditionally comes if those 2 men are in a romantic setting. And if you are in a romantic setting and people have a problem, it's usually because you assume intimacy is next.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
That's not always the case.
Because I will say, if they just sitting at the dinner table, I don't have a hard time watching them sitting down eating fried rice together. Okay, that's not the problem. But if they get up, hold hands, and they walk toward the bedroom, I'm finna go get me something to drink.
Thank you.
Get through smashing.
Golden Brooks, you done started a whole bunch of shit now.
You know me.
All right, so James Pastor Dodd said it depends on the weed. And Keisha said if my daddy smoked reefer, he'll smoke with him too. Hell, I smoke with him too. Yeah. Golden Brook says, why is it so hard for men to watch men play gay roles but love to watch women? Because they like what we like. Raider K said, because we're uncomfortable seeing a man not appreciate the gift that God gave us, which is women. Okay. Charlotte says, but many men don't have a problem watching women kiss women at all. I watch both men and women. I'm getting some tips. What?
Let her roll. Let her roll.
The Blue Streak Freak. That's why that's her name.
Let her roll.
Let's see. Raider Care said, very okay with anybody's sexual lifestyle. I am very secure in what I believe in, and that's love and women. I'm simply uncomfortable with two men in bed. Two men in bed way. Oh, by the way, he says, speak to Texas or
no.
Charlotte. Golden said, right, Charlotte. Okay. Let's see. Travelmatic. Ain't no telling when he popped in. He said, hey, Travelmatic, that's the wrong time to come in. He's like, whoa, what kind of podcast this is? I came in at the wrong movement. Stabbing in the head. Yeah, man.
Whoops.
And then Travelmatic said,
Shout out to Just Joe. He just hit me. Oh, man, Just Joe just hit me.
New topic.
Shout out to Just Joe.
Theodora says, agree, move on.
I'm standing right here.
You the one, didn't Theodora bring it up? Is she talking about moving
on? Golden Brooks.
Oh, Golden right there. Okay. Raider K says, I'm with A-Trap on this when he's right. Damn, did I say that out loud? Yeah. All right.
Now you're smart.
So we're going to give some final thoughts and then we're going to give some ratings. One of the last things I wanted to say is that one of the things that bothers me about that, like who the fuck is she praying to? Her dead husband? Did y'all pay attention to that? That she kept praying to,
and I'm like, kept asking them for help for a sign for help. The entire movie. And did they explain what happened to him? He was sick in a hospice bed, but
I think he ended up dying of cancer.
He had cancer.
That's what I had. And he died.
Wasn't he in the medical field himself?
Or in the military?
I can't remember.
Medical or military.
I know she was. She's a nurse.
Yeah.
I felt like he was military or something.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I got. He was ex-military.
Okay, yeah.
And then when Reggie took that money, but we didn't know just yet. We just had to, didn't everybody know Reggie dumbass took the money?
Yes. Because that was the whole time. I'm gonna get this money one way or another.
I was Reggie. I'm taking that. Hey, if that's me, I'm taking that money too, man.
Yeah, I would have took the money too. That's another thing that wasn't realistic about it.
It's not like they put a tracker in the bag, right?
How many people in the chat room or on the panel would not have taken the money? That's what I want to know, so we can get on your shit for line.
There's some good teachers out there that wouldn't have took it.
Huh?
Everybody would have took that money. Then not only that, but he said right there, don't answer that damn phone. I ain't answering shit.
I'm not answering that.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A gonna get that notice on Monday when y'all open. I ain't making it no more.
He had already got the notice at Chick-fil-A. All right. Let's see here. I want to give a little love to one of the shows on the network here before we get out of here. And that is a show that I always forget to show some love to on Tuesday evenings. They come on right after Queen 3 and King at 8:30 Central Time, and that is Marriage is Real. Check them out.
That's why we here on this platform.
Marriage, a loving splendor, a daily grind. Such is the case when Damien and Jamie get together and chop it up, for marriage is real.
Let's just lay it all out here. Let's just be real with it.
Join this wonderful couple who keeps it real and always in love. BS3 Network proudly presents Marriage is Real, where where love is the only thing that matters. Live every Tuesday at 8:30 Central. Oh, and Jamie has something to say.
Deuces and trays.
Deuces and trays. And they some good people too. They some good folks too, man. All right, we're gonna give some final thoughts and our mic rating. For those of you who don't know, our mic ratings are between 1 and 5 mics, 1 being the trash that this movie is, and 5 being the best that it could be. So we're gonna start with our guest, Justin, on his final thoughts and mic rating. Go.
Final thoughts. Like I said, to me personally, not a great movie at all. One mic. Actually, I'll go ahead and give it 2 mics, just on the fact of it had some, like Eric said earlier, it had some great lines. It had some deep thoughts that you can, look into and probably take away from it. But overall,
so you like the fact that they're trying to emasculate us in this movie. So you like that.
I mean, you see it. It's a wake-up call, honestly, for me. I look at it as
so are you giving it more credit for emasculating us or less credit? Which one you gonna do? You sure you don't want to go back down to a 1? This your chance.
I'm gonna go back. Yeah, let's go back. Let's give it a 1. We gotta give it a 1. Yeah.
All right.
I wanted to see Ludacris take more of a role. I know that honestly, we as black men would have definitely took in certain situations, especially with that damn money. You could have left my ass wherever. All right, I'll get all right.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. 1 mic from Justin. David Wilkes, Mayhem himself. Let's go to him. Final thoughts and mic rating.
I'm gonna give it 1 mic.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Right on. I hear right on.
All I need is 1 mic.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nas.
All right, H-Rap. Final thought.
This is the greatest cinematic.
It's
art. Remember, it's art. It's interpretation. All that trash y'all be talking.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Gotcha, buddy.
I would give it like 2 1/4. It's
so you down from 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5, 2 1/4. It's not a great movie. It's atypical Hollywood. It's just that they inserted some of you darkies in. That's all. That's all.
He's saying exactly what we're saying in an alternate universe.
Right.
This was Ice Cube. Are we there yet? Same thing. It's atypical Hollywood.
I didn't watch enough of that to know to have a real.
I had never watched any of those, so I don't know.
Only reason I watched that, I watched this because y'all know I love the hip hop. I'm part of the hip hop community. I watched Luda. I watched Latifah. It was typical Hollywood. I wouldn't recommend this for anybody, but it wasn't. It was just typical. I thought it was up until the last like 20 minutes, and when they started making when Bo Bridges' role grew, because I'm like, it's typical. And then
how the hell did it even get on Netflix? Is my thing, to be quite honest.
Because Netflix needs content.
Netflix takes everything,
and they need names.
Shit.
And Bo Bridges. I already knew Bo Bridges was Mr. Cross. Mr. Cross is a terrible name for a villain, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all why. Because they did that study, and black people over-index on television, and they keep putting money into black people because they know black people will continue to watch. So that's why they keep putting Kevin Hart movies on there, trash movie, and a few other movies we've reviewed, and those movies were trash as well. Black people over-index on TV. So they keep putting us out there. That's why all those black TV shows on TV, because we over-index on TV.
Who suggested this movie, by the way? Do we know that?
I want to say Ben.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
That's another reason why he giving it more mics than it deserves.
No, it wasn't a great movie. I'm not look, man. I'm not on here saying that this movie was good. I'm just saying it was atypical. I saw Queen Latifah. I saw Luda.
I probably would have watched it anyway or started it if we wouldn't have reviewed it just because of who they
Just
had
because
in
of
it.
the people who was in it. That's the only reason.
Even though I am not a Ludacris fan by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just not his rapping, not his. Ever since Hustle and Flow, where he didn't give him a shot at becoming a rapper like that, I didn't like him ever since then.
We judging rappers in movies now.
I'm just not a fan of Ludacris. Seriously, I don't like his rapping style. I'm just not a fan of Ludacris. I'm just not, you know. So for me, my final thoughts are very similar to Wilkes. And I don't have a lot to say. It just was not a good movie. I said it all by saying this is, I mean, think about it. This was the first movie out of all the time we've been reviewing that I didn't want to finish this shit. Well, 13 minutes in, I was
3
like,
weeks ago, I didn't want to finish that movie. Not the one with the.
But we got a job to do, and I need this paycheck. So
I'm not one of the movies we've done.
But I'm gonna give it. My mic rating is gonna be 1 mic.
Yeah,
1 mic.
And I dropped that on the way, handed it to him too.
Huh?
I dropped that 1 mic on my way to hand it to him.
Let's see.
Man.
Okay, let's see. Rated KF says this movie, this show. Oh, this movie 2 mics. This show 5.
I said something those words.
Wow. Theodora says one of the mics. Golden Brooks says yes. Rated KF, Money Bags. Golden says y'all would never admit if you did watch me. And hey, trust me, I'm not, you know.
Who's y'all?
I'm not going to. So it ain't gonna be nothing to admit.
Yeah.
Theodora says boo. Golden says right. What next week? Well, I'm glad you asked, because next week, ma'am, we will be reviewing Passing. This is a little older movie. I think it came out in 21 or 20. The name of it is Passing. It's on Netflix, and we will have special guest host Andre Jones of the Lunch Break Sports Show, 40-year radio veteran, so that ought to be good. I can't remember the lead actress in this. Do either of y'all remember the lead actress? Light-skinned chick. I can't remember her name.
She's been in the Thor movies. I can't think of her name. Oh gosh, I'd have to look it up.
This is a solid movie. It moves slow as frozen molasses.
So we'll be watching that next week.
Put some toothpicks in your
and I believe the Passing, the reason why this one ought to be interesting, and we selected Andre Jones on it, is because it is a racial situation, right? Passing with her passing for being white, I believe, right?
She's I felt like it was another take on Imitation of Life is when I saw it, but I got to
I think all right, so that'll be next week with Andre Jones, so make sure you tune in. Keisha said, I suggested this movie. Well, if H-Rap said he suggested, you said you suggested it, we considered that about the same thing anyway. Charlotte said, thank you for another great show. Thank you, ma'am. And I apologize for H-Rap and Wilkes, by the way. Tessa Thompson. Is that the lady's name?
Tessa Thompson. Yeah, she was in the Thor movies. Okay. And she was in Creed.
Okay. Then she goes, thank you for another great show.
Was it really great, Mrs. Wilson? Was it really great?
Yeah. The show, yeah, it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
I know I go off the rails a little bit.
Don't read Golden Brooks' comments no more. She the one that started the whole thing.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate all of our viewers, all of our chat room. It was difficult keeping up with the comments. Again, if you are a fan of the Fourcast, You know what you're getting. You know, is the one who came in late. I can't remember who it was.
It was 8 rap 3. Well, he was what, a minute? He was only a minute behind.
No, I wasn't a minute behind. I came in doing
Travelmatic. I'm talking about our viewers. Travelmatic didn't get in until 9:35.
That's
so
right.
He didn't get in
He was
until
the
an
last
hour and a half into the show.
Yeah.
And he came in at the wrong time. Sorry about
that.
Man.
I was saying some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, Wilt talking about guys getting their ass stabbed and stuff. No.
Sorry, man. Yeah, my bad.
Hey. Charlotte agreed.
Yeah, Wilt's the only guy in the history of the world that see two men kissing and they don't think they about to have sex.
That's just me. Forgive me for being me. I apologize. But I mean, you know, if you think
I ain't smart enough,
don't be cheeks. But
Wilkes, in the grand scheme of things, Wilkes is really the only sensible one here, you know. But
I won't debate that.
That's cool.
He's just a little raw with it, and I think that's what it is. He gets frustrated at our Neanderthal thought processes and ways. Is probably part of it. See when he do this? That's a classic move. Neanderthal. That's what they're saying, right?
Oh man!
All right, we will see y'all next week on another episode of the Fourcast. See ya.
See ya.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.